How you doing there, John?
Oh, you know.
Welcome back to the C-Pad. It's CJ Haley.
Fuck the C-Pad. Son of a bitch.
I love it how when I make jokes that aren't funny and I make them recur, you mock me. Yet you seem to get away with it.
I just kind of bitched him out there for it.
Not really. This is the D-Pad.
Yes, it is.
For those of you who don't know what you're listening to.
Help
I don't know how
us.
that happens.
The
You
C-Pad
shouldn't have done that.
The C-Pad has met with an unfortunate fate.
You shouldn't have done that.
So yesterday I mentioned Ben drowned for like the second time this week.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Simultaneously, before we sat down to do this episode,
We all went home.
Yeah,
and
all three of us.
watched Ben
I
drown.
watched it again. I watched it with John, who watched it like the same day that CJ did it.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And fuck,
they're all
that's
freshly
actually
fucked up.
really creepy. I haven't actually... Nothing. I had goosebumps. I don't remember the last time something actually gave me goosebumps.
Seriously,
well, actually,
guys,
my mom gave me goosebumps in about second grade.
I
She gave me about the first 15.
I had all of
books.
them.
Yeah,
I had
you
all
of them.
Yeah,
How many
it
are there? It
was
was like 50. 60?
It was like I want to
You
say
don't realize
53,
it now, but he's
something
going to
like
be the
that.
Shakespeare of the year 3000.
R.L. Stein.
I think he's gonna be dead by 3000.
I think R.L. Stein's already dead.
I think Shakespeare's already dead.
Was that your point? That he's gonna be dead by
R.L.
the year
Stein,
3000?
if you're alive, please contact us at cpadup.com.
God
I don't
fucking
remember who, but I knew someone who knew him. That's right.
All right, let's get into this.
So yeah, enter, escape, all
Yeah,
that good
I
stuff.
got
Hope
this.
our
Sega.
file's still there.
Right.
Because I got
It
you
should be.
super
Yeah, no.
And any
It'll still
second
be
it's
there.
gonna load. There we go.
That's
That's
good
what I
volume,
like to hear.
There we go. Tweak it a little bit.
All
So
right.
we're back. We're back with last time.
Sonic 3, the Hedgehog, and Knuckles. I'm playing one player.
Good God, people.
Yep, here we go.
So yeah, there we go. We're right back into it. If you remember last time,
How'd you get all those?
Seelig got one ring. So and CJ just surpassed.
Here we got the first cutscene. Sonic has to duck for it.
Yep. And by duck, it's more like he's sucking himself off.
Knuckles
but,
should
you know.
look up instead of left and right here.
That's certainly
Probably see
makes me
Sonic.
think of that a little different.
Why does he leave his lock on his door outside?
No one will ever find a way in this door. I'm gonna
Look
hit
at
the
this
button
flashy
now.
ring. It's special.
Yeah,
Alright.
flashing ring.
Oh, I love this.
And now
Epilepsy
this is
ring.
a great.
This is cool. Everyone
This
shut
is
up.
actually a great little cutscene.
I love the sound effect here when all 7 of them crash in.
Oh, yeah.
The flowers.
That one?
No, this one.
Yeah.
Because that's the same sound that you get at the end of the game from like cannons and shit.
All right,
really?
here we go.
Yeah. So these are the
Blue Spheres.
Get Blue Spheres. Get Blue Spheres.
Oh, wow. Off to
Get
a
Blue
promising
Spheres has
start.
gotten a little bit more fucked up in Sonic and Knuckles because, as you're going to see very shortly, you've got the blue spheres, which you need to collect, the red spheres, which end the level, you got the bumpers, and now you've got yellow spheres, which actually launch you forward 6. It was 5 or 6. I forget
thought
if
it was 5. But
I think it might be 5.
6.
It might be 5.
We're too polite. I
there
think
we
you're
go.
right. No,
5
I
and a
think
half.
you're right.
5 and a
Yeah,
half.
5
Give
and a
it.
half
Give her.
spheres.
I'll
Give
show
or
you
take a
right
half.
now.
Bong.
That might
I
be
didn't
7.
count.
Christ.
I don't know. Anyway, those things make it way the fuck harder to like keep
Yeah,
control.
I never really thought that. I don't remember them being...
They launch you forward faster than you normally move at any point during the whole thing.
But
so
I
when
know
you're
that,
flying
so
down
I can
there,
just correct for it.
well, it's a little harder to. Well, sometimes it's harder to. Sometimes they put the red sphere like right.
That's true.
Like,
and that
right
makes
up on
them
there.
dicks.
Yeah. So there was a few things we were talking about yesterday that I didn't even realize.
You didn't realize
for
we were talking
example,
about
I'm sorry. I don't think I'm done talking about Ben Drowned.
all right.
I'm still kind of uncomfortable. I think didn't you say they're like making it into a game?
Yeah. So what's happening? It was started in September 2010 by a 4chan user who I believe it's pronounced like Jadusable or
Jadusable.
Jadusable, something like that. And it was supposed to be just a one-off kind of viral little haunted game kind of
I believe
story.
it's called a creepypasta.
Yeah,
The
creepypasta.
meme.
The idea is, so creepypasta on 4chan is usually, just
Yeah,
something
it's a
that
nice
is
little
totally
background.
unsettling. Really, oh yeah, you get a background
Look at
now.
his fist
Get a
in
little
that.
animation.
Continue.
But yeah, the idea is like you're supposed to just do something that's really fucking
It's
creepy.
imbued with
So he
color.
made this, and he uploaded videos. And the trick is, the videos were made with an actual hacked Majora's Mask card.
Right.
So you've got video that backs up, they're obvious bullshit claims, but the video, the story itself is already creepy.
Yeah, it's actually fairly well written as a ghost story.
Yeah, because it is a standard kind of ghost story. It's like you almost expect now and then. It's
Toothless
like,
old man handed me a mysterious card.
yeah, and we were discussing earlier, like this only works on gamers. That will never. If you show it to your parents, they're gonna be like, oh, it's kind of weird, but they're not gonna get it
Right,
the same way.
level as we do, because they don't have the emotional investment. They didn't
Exactly.
sink 3 days of their lives 400 times into Majora's Mask.
Exactly. That's the other thing too. It's such a familiar ground to so many gamers that watching this bizarre, twisted version of it just is wrong. Something just feels wrong.
And like you
about
were
it.
saying, like Majora's Mask is already
Yeah.
like a weird having
Easily-
a dream version of Ocarina of Time.
Exactly. It's already. I'd say that Twilight Princess is the darkest, but Majora's Mask is definitely the creepiest.
Yeah.
Like,
Twilight Princess
Twilight-
is dark, but it's
Yeah.
not unsettling.
I mean, it's dark in the way that like half the characters you expect to live die
Right.
at various points. Like,
Yeah, it's
like all in all dark. Like you've lost before the game begins, kind of thing.
and actually, it's interesting. You pointed something out to me that I had forgotten. Whenever you put on a mask in Majora's Mask and become
Yeah.
a different species, you're becoming a dead person from that species.
Yeah, you pretty much.
That's like something a lot of people miss.
Yeah,
Or
you
the
pretty much extract the mask from dead people. Like that's basically what you do. And what's worse is
The actual Majora is a Japanese word that means face stealer.
Is it really?
No,
Oh.
but that'd be awesome.
That'd be very cool. But no, the it's not. It's kind of obvious at first when you're talking like the Goron, the Zora, stuff like that. And like, yeah, you watch them die, like or you hear about them dying
Right,
or
they tell
something.
the story of the guitarist dying.
But the
right?
very first thing you do once you get into Termina is you're a Deku scrub, and there's no explanation for it other than he cast a spell, and you think that's what it is until you get to the end credits.
and
if
then
you remember-
realize he murdered.
Yeah, the Deku butler earlier in the game is talking about how his son is missing and he's trying to find him. And at the very beginning of the game, you pass like a little tree. At the very end of the game, you see the Deku butler standing there mourning in front of that tree, and suddenly you realize, oh my God, you spend at least like 20 to 30% of the game,
wearing his dead son's face.
yeah, and talking to him.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
No, it's already a creepy game to begin with. And
Yeah.
so this is just really well done. So
Oh,
I'm
God.
excited about that. So if they make a playable version of the Majora's hack, I would be
Well, I mean, the hack
Sweating
itself,
myself
I
out
think
of
the
having
hack
it.
itself is available somewhere. Someone's mimicked it or something.
Really?
The idea is that in their third or fourth act, they were going to actually make a new downloadable game that's supposed to continue the story about like something getting out.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't really like the way they turned it into like whatever it is, Smarter Child, Cleverbot, or whatever it is.
Oh no, that was on accident. The Cleverbot thing was totally on accident. That Cleverbot was already a thing on its own.
No, I know, but like I just don't like that angle. Like I liked it when it was self-contained in Majora's Mask.
By the way, guys,
I
so
liked it when it was just a ghost or a haunted disc.
yeah, well, I mean,
Cartridge.
there was one
what
of
I
the
meant,
one
yeah.
of the best TV tropes. If you go on TV tropes, they have this documented pretty well too. One of the best accidental things that happen. So there's this thing online called Cleverbot, and it's just like Smarter Child, or was that like Linda or whatever it was. All those AIs, those basic like AIM AIs kind of things. But this one's actually a website. It kind of acts like Google. Like you type it into the little thing there, and it goes there. And it actually starts learning more of the subtleties of the English language as you talk to it. The problem is, it in particular it picks up on phrases because it needs to learn slang. So earlier on, Jad Usable was messing with Cleverbot a little bit to get certain responses, and then everyone thought that was part of the thing, like part of the game. So they started asking him too, to the point where now Cleverbot will actively start pretending to be Ben because it thinks that's what it's supposed to do.
Right.
Which is like
Enough
one of
people
the.
have asked it.
Enough people
Yeah.
have asked the same questions that end with "I drowned" or whatever it is.
Yeah. If you ask, for example, if you throw in the sentence like "You've met with an unfortunate fate, haven't you?" he starts talking about drowning and Ben and things like that. Like it's
That's so creepy.
really fucking messed
So
up.
creepy. Do yourself a favor. I don't know. Get a comfort food. Get a smoothie. Get a Snuggie. Turn off the lights and
Oh
check
my
this out. Because
God.
that would be pretty much the greatest night of my life.
Comparatively, to compare, when me and John watched it, we watched it in a completely lit room
Yeah, with my cat.
with his cat standing a good 5 or 6 feet away from the laptop it was on.
Right? It wasn't even on the big screen.
No,
We
it
just
was on a
want the
tiny little
to bite
laptop.
us.
It was just too creepy.
I wasn't scared or nothing. I was just like, helping Rick.
Here, the Insta Shield is so usable here.
I
It's
never
almost
even
Jad
thought of using
usable.
that. It's
oh,
very
yeah,
Jad usable.
Sonic. I forgot about Sonic for a minute there.